Hello and welcome to my third trimester update. This video is long overdue because uh, I'm ready to pop, and I am 38 weeks pregnant, which means I am full term. And oh my god, I'm going to see my baby really soon. So let me talk about what I went through after my second trimester. First of all, the second trimester, as I have said before, is an absolute bliss. And right after the second trimester, the movement of the baby starts, and I am in my 7th month. 7th month was also super comfortable. I was just growing big and nothing to complain there. Productivity at work was the same. I was doing really great. But the minute I went into my 8th month, that's when the challenge started. You know that the baby would be a diaphragm, or I think I've explained the second trimester. The baby is really up above, because of which I cannot speak continuously, so I go out of breath often. The same continues even in 8th and 9th month. In the 8th month, however, I started getting a lot of fatigue. I was tired all the time, and I was basically not as productive as I was in my second trimester. So I moved back in with my parents because I needed my mom. And the minute I came here, I was all better. I was actually doing home chores and stuff. And walking becomes difficult because you're huge and you have to basically, have to walk. In my 8th, after 7th ended and 8th started, my doctor asked me to get a blood checkup done for sugar, and mine was really high, and I was on diet and stuff, brought it down. But I brought it down so considerably low that even my doctor was quite impressed, and I owe my thanks to my mother because of the diet and the exercise that she enforced on me. And in the 9th month, again, I officially moved back in with my parents. That's called sending the girl from the in-laws place to the mother's place. And that's when the fun kind of started. My baby moved down. So let me just show you the big reveal. So look at me now. So I am full term, right? So this is my 9th month belly, and I have so many stretch marks right now. And you can see my stretch marks, it's reflecting light. And my baby is down, so it's not a diaphragm anymore. So I basically am really low. I mean, the baby is really low, and I can talk easy, and talk easy is the only thing I can do. I actually handled sessions and conducted meetings at work, and so many, like my colleague who regularly speaks to me was very surprised that I took a 1-hour session, and I was like, I know, right? 9th month. Who would have expected? My doctor says that she is expecting the baby to come anytime now, and she's even happy with the growth and everything. So it's brilliant. Even I'm waiting. 3-4 days back, I started getting period pains, which is basically contractions, cramps basically. And it was at around midnight-ish that I got, and I kind of worried. I got worried. I told my mom. She gave me a kashayam, which is basically you heat jeera, you powder it, then you make a concoction out of it along with jaggery. If you drink that and your pain subsides, that means it was false pain, which is basically Braxton Hicks. If on the other hand the pain increases trifold, twofolds, that means you're actually having contraction pains. So after I drank that, in an hour it subsided, so it was definitely Braxton Hicks. But since then, I've been getting continual period cramp pain. So in the threshold of 1 to 10, I'm at the level 2. It is continual, so I get it and then it stops. I don't get for a few hours, then again I get it, few hours and stuff. I did skip 1 day of exercise because of the pain. I thought, oh my god, I can't walk and stuff. But my recommendation is, even if you are in pain, definitely walk, because that helps. And it kind of helps the baby as well. You can already kind of figure out what the personality of the baby is depending on, you know, the time you're spending. Like, you're with each other all the time. So I know for a fact that my baby loves my walks, so I don't skip walks at all and I keep going. The next thing that happens is, as your tummy goes down or the womb goes down, there's a lot of pressure put on the cervix, and so you start losing the mucus plug, which basically is the plug in the cervix hole that is basically stopping amniotic fluid, the baby, and the outside world, which also helps against infection. There are different ways. Some lose it when the water breaks, some lose it just before the water breaks, some lose it continuously, and I've been losing it for about 3 weeks now continuously. So I've already told you in the second trimester, your panty is gonna be wet all the time. Now it's gonna be wet because of the pressure on the bladder, so the urine, plus you're gonna be losing the mucus as well, mucus plug as well. So that also is there, and you have to keep an eye out for bleedings. I started bleeding. I'm so happy. It's scary, yes, but you are supposed to bleed because your mucus plug and everything needs to start. So you're basically dilating now. I think I've started dilating now, so the blood is coming. It's called effacing, or you're effaced. I think I'm effaced right now. That means the mucus plug is off and the cervical is opening, so it's gonna now start dilating from 1 to 10 centimeter. 10 centimeter is when it's big enough for the baby to come out in normal delivery. So I'm super excited. Like, I was having cramps, so I was just lying down. I went to pee and then I saw blood and I'm like, oh my goodness, it's happening. I better record my third trimester update as soon as possible. So that is what it is. You get huge, you gain a lot of weight. Right now my baby is about 3 kgs, which means I believe I'm carrying 3 kgs worth of my baby weight, plus amniotic fluid, which might be about 1 liter, and placenta, which might be about 500 to 800 grams. So I'm carrying that much weight. Baby's movement is a lot. You actually can chart out when you're feeling the movements and stuff. My baby is very active during the afternoon times. My baby loves when I laugh and the keyboard sound, and when I read something in Sanskrit. So you kind of start identifying the personality of your baby, and you start identifying, you know, how the baby is doing and stuff. During your third trimester, you're gonna have a few scans, monthly one scan, and then after you turn 36 weeks, you're gonna have weekly scans. So I had a scan in the Saturday last week, a weekend, and now I am supposed to go this weekend, but I'm bleeding, so hopefully my baby will be here soon. Next thing is, mentally you're just prepared. Like, at one point I'm like, oh my god, I just want my body to be mine. Can you please come out? So you kind of have that feeling in your mind, but at the same time it also hits you that, oh, hold on, if the baby comes now, that means that you will have so many responsibilities to take care of. So what the hell? So you're gonna be like, okay, stay as long as you want. So I'm at a phase where I'm okay with either, but I would rather want my baby out now because I'm ready. I'm just ready to see my baby and hold it and feed it and everything. And my family, oh my god, my family is more ready than I am. Every day they keep calling and asking like, are you in labor? Are you going to labor? How are you feeling? Blah, blah, blah. So let's see. So right now I don't have cramps. When I started the video I did. Right now I don't. But now I'm gonna keep a close monitor of the bleed and let's see what happens. I don't think I have missed anything because apart from the baby's growth and the movements, there's nothing much to talk about in the third trimester. You have to take care of your diet and the possibility of developing gestational diabetes. In my case, I was this close, and then because of my mom, I went to the extreme minimum side, and my doctor was so impressed. So I might make a separate video about that. Not that it's very long, but right. Yeah. So oh my goodness, I'm starting to lose blood, which means I am very close to labor. Can't wait. Oh, and one more thing, keep track of your baby's movements. 2 weeks back I could not feel my baby's movement the whole night and the next day morning. So I freaked out. I freaked my family out, my husband out, and my doctor out, and we had to get an NST scan done, which is basically like they put a device on your belly and then it charts out the baby's heartbeat. So that was kind of normal, but I freaked everybody out because I was freaked out that I couldn't feel my baby's movements. Apart from that, there is nothing much to tell about the third trimester. You're getting heavier, you're getting slower, you wobble. Oh, and one more thing, getting up. And so this is me sitting, right? Let's say I've been sitting for about half an hour. Getting up from my chair or from my bed, it takes from 10 to 30 seconds. My body has to register that it is moving, and then there's going to be so much pain in the groin area because there's so much blood flow down there. If you nick yourself while shaving, oh my god, it's going to be the worst because there's going to be so much blood loss anyway. So you need to be very careful if you're shaving down there or trimming down there. And so yeah, so basically be very careful. So it's a process. Right now I'm very excited, so even if I want to show you, I'm just, oh okay, oh that hurts, yeah, okay. So you saw, but it is way worse if you're sitting for a very long time. And look at how I'm sitting. My leg is like, right? There's no sitting with the legs closed anymore. You have to make space for the belly and forget about etiquette and what all shit. Do whatever you want, be very comfortable. These things just go out your brain, the etiquette and oh, I have to sit properly in front of other people. Those things just go out of the brain. Oh my god, I'm so excited, damn. So I'm basically concentrating on the last phase of the third trimester. I am having my baby soon. I'm losing blood, which is awesome. Ooh, it's so I don't know, I'm so excited. Anyway, I think I'm just extending the video unnecessarily. So people, in your third trimester, you're getting huge, you're gonna be tired. Just make sure that you're in a place where you're comfortable. I thought I'd be comfortable with my husband, but nope, I wanted my mom and I moved back in with my parents. The minute I was with my mom, I felt so much better, mentally, physically, and everything. And I did exercise, like I walked a lot, and yeah, squatting exercise and other things that helps with the pregnancy. You have to exercise. If you're gonna just keep sitting down, that's the worst thing you can do, which will lead to C-section. If your intention is for normal delivery, you need to be active no matter how much you're in pain or how uncomfortable you are, because being uncomfortable and in pain is the normal of the third trimester, right? And don't worry, things will get better. Your baby will drop down and you will be able to speak continuously the way I am right now. You're not gonna go out of breath, and the baby is gonna interact with you a lot. So that's another thing. You are going to have the baby interact with you all the time. It's gonna react to your laughter, it's gonna react to somebody else's voice, so you will always have it with you. And so you will start falling in love, if you've not already, with your baby. You're gonna be like, oh my god, I cannot believe I love you so much, even though we have not yet officially met. Yeah, so third trimester is not as amazing as second, but it's definitely better than the first. Yeah, so that is my update of the third trimester.